Look, I think certainly that seems the case. I mean, I think poison LNG is a wonderful thing. In fact, all governments around the world should really be considering any new projects in fossil fuels, whether they should go ahead and whether there's actually an alternative which is going to help the planet rather than harm the planet. I mean, every day we let emissions into the atmosphere, we just make the place worse. So putting new projects on is not the solution. I think on the regulatory side, I think we're going through an uncertain period at the moment. There's some definition around the IRA, which is really going to help the green hydrogen industry get going in the United States. I think, look, that could be problematic. We've certainly given our views to the government that don't kill it before it starts. Don't make it too hard. Let's get going, and we can define that later. But yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty in this area at the moment.
I'm quite surprised to hear you say you welcome this pause on US LNG export permits in the United States, because LNG does play a really important role in the energy transition. It's certainly cleaner than oil and coal, for example. So why would you welcome a decision like that?
LNG is still dirty. It still, releases emissions. Green hydrogen doesn't. So really where the country should be focused on is in where do we get where there's no emissions, not some. Yes, it's better, but it's still bad. So, what the world needs to do is to get off fossil fuels completely, and that's where the focus should be.
So how do you scale up green hydrogen to be at a commercial quantity where it can service nations and sovereign states?
So, look, theoretically, green hydrogen is abundant. You just need to find the place you can do renewable energy very cheaply, and then find a way to get it to the right markets. So, and look, anything the governments can do around the world to make the industry go quicker and faster is a good thing. Look, over the last 12 months, we've made enormous progress as a planet. You've got the incentives coming in the US, the Europeans are doing the same. You're seeing incentives in places like Australia, Singapore, all around the world. So look, we're definitely moving in the right direction. We're just not quick enough, because waiting for 2050 to make sure this happens is going to be too late.
Can I also ask you what the CapEx forecast is for this year, particularly given those projects that you have at FID and the amount of work that you say is going into cleaning up this sector, decarbonising heavy industry, transforming economies and societies with green fuel and technology? How much do you want to spend to get there?
Look, it's a big check, right? So we're spending billions and billions on this area because, one, we believe it. I think on the decarbonisation side, we believe that by decarbonising our mining business entirely, we will save buying 700 million litres of diesel every year. So we believe it's economic to do so. And that's why we've got such an aggressive target. In fact, most people here today, they have their targets of 2040, 2050. Really what they're saying is not my problem. It's someone else's problem. We've got to make it their problem. And we believe the technology is available now today.
Just before I let you go as well, you were on the ground with Andrew Forrest at Davos, the World Economic Forum. What was the key takeaway for you?
Look, I think the discussions around business, which is a great place to do business, were incredibly positive. So you couldn't come away from Davos thinking, we're going into a major recession, the world's falling apart. Yes, there's geopolitical issues, but business is business. I think people are seeing that, above those geopolitical issues, there is an existential threat on climate. And so we've got to do something about it. And there were some great discussions, very positive discussions on the business side. So, no, it was good. It was a good 4 days.